Hello everyone, welcome to the series on the history of English literature. And in this video, we are going to discuss the art of letter writing in the age of transition. Introduction. The 18th century was a remarkable period for the art of letter writing in Britain. Before the advent of the penny post in the 19th century, letters were not merely a means of communication, but a respected literary form. They were crafted with care, often intended for a wider audience than just the recipient, and played a significant role in social, political, and literary circles. The popularity of letter writing during this era not only provided personal connections but also influenced literature, as seen with Samuel Richardson's Pamela, which gained public favor due to its epistolary format. The culture of letter writing. During the 18th century, writing letters became a widespread habit among the educated and the elite. Letters were often lengthy communications discussing topics of general interest, personal reflections, or observations from travels abroad. They were semi-public in nature, meant to be shared among friends and acquaintances, and sometimes compiled into collections for publication. This practice elevated letter writing to an art form, blending personal expression with literary craftsmanship. Notable letter writers. Lady Mary Wortley Montagu, 1689 to 1762. Lady Mary's letters, especially those written from Constantinople, offer vivid insights into Turkish society and culture. Corresponding with notable figures like Alexander Pope, she provided detailed accounts of her experiences abroad. Her letters are celebrated for their descriptive richness and candid observations, shedding light on a world that was largely unknown to her contemporaries. Thomas Gray, 1716 to 1771. Thomas Gray's letters from the Lake District and his travels on the continent are valued for their elegant prose and introspective nature. They reveal his keen appreciation for natural beauty and contribute to the era's burgeoning interest in landscape and aesthetics. Lord Chesterfield, 1694 to 1773. Perhaps one of the most famous letter writers of the time, Lord Chesterfield penned a series of letters to his son, offering guidance on manners, education, and worldly success. These letters are characterized by their wit, polished style, and practical wisdom. Chesterfield's advice emphasizes the importance of social graces and the subtle art of influence and expression. Excerpt from Lord Chesterfield's letter, May 27, 1753. You are now but 19, an age at which most of your countrymen are illiberally getting drunk in port at the university. You have greatly got the start of them in learning, and if you can equally get the start of them in the knowledge and manners of the world, you may be very sure of outrunning them in court and parliament. As you set out so much earlier than they, oil yourself therefore, and be both supple and shining for that race, if you would be first or early at the goal. In this letter, Chesterfield advises his son to cultivate not just knowledge but also the manners and accomplishments necessary to succeed in high society and politics. The letters to Junius. A different facet of 18th century letter writing is exemplified by anonymous letters of Junius published between 1769 and 1772 in The Public Advertiser. Believed to be authored by Sir Philip Francis, these open letters were scathing critiques of the British government and monarchy. Their eloquence and rhetorical power stirred public opinion and showcased the letter as a potent tool for political commentary. Horace Walpole, 1717 to 1797. Horace Walpole's extensive correspondence provides a window into the social and political life of the time. His letters are noted for their wit, vivacity, and incisive observations. They blend personal anecdotes with discussions of art, literature, and events, reflecting his keen intellect and social connections. William Cowper, 1731 to 1800. William Cowper's private letters stand out for their warmth, sincerity, and gentle humor. They reveal his personal struggles and affections, written in an easy and unaffected style that endears him to readers. Excerpt from William Cowper's letter to William Haley, February 24, 1793. Oh, you rogue! What would you give to have such a dream about Milton, as I had about a week since? I descried a figure which I immediately knew to be Milton's. He then grasped my hand affectionately, and with a smile that charmed me said, "Well, you for your part will do well also." In this dream narrative, Cowper expresses his deep admiration for John Milton, capturing a sense of wonder and personal connection to the literary great. The decline of letter writing as an art. The introduction of the penny post in the 19th century revolutionized correspondence by making it more accessible and convenient. While this democratization of letter writing expanded communication, it also led to a decline in the artfulness that had characterized earlier letters. The necessity for brevity and the increase in frequency reduced the emphasis on literary quality. Impact on literature and society. The prominence of letter writing in the 18th century had significant implications. Literary influence. The epistolary format influenced novelists like Samuel Richardson, whose work Pamela leveraged letter writing to create intimacy and realism. Social documentation. Letters from this period serve as valuable historical documents, offering insights into daily life, social norms, and personal relationships. Political engagement. Open letters, such as those by Junius, demonstrate how the format was used to engage with and critique political systems, contributing to public discourse. Conclusion. The 18th century elevated letter writing to a form of literary and personal expression that bridged private and public spheres. Through the letters of figures like Lady Mary Wortley Montagu, Lord Chesterfield, Horace Walpole, and William Cowper, we gain a multifaceted understanding of the period's culture, values, and intellect. These correspondences not only connected individuals but also enriched the literary landscape, leaving a lasting legacy on English literature. The art of letter writing during this era exemplifies the power of the written word to convey emotion, share knowledge, and influence society. So this was the discussion on the art of letter writing in the age of transition. We will meet in the next video and discuss some other topic. Until then, goodbye and thank you.